Hi, my review is on the movie The Spirit, which I saw a couple of days ago. I would have done my review a little bit earlier, but I had a lot of things going on, with holidays and stuff like that, things I needed to take care of. But anyways, on to the review. Um, the the character is a character I never really heard of. Growing up as a kid, I've always followed the other most common of comic book superheroes, but I never really knew anything about this guy. And I start finding out about it. I saw like trailers, in the movie theaters. I'd go to the movie and theater and watch a movie, and I'd always see trailers of the Spirit. So I got kind of interested in finding out about this character. I went on the internet, went to places like Wikipedia, read up on the character. The character actually started out in the 1940s, and in the funny papers, the cartoons in the newspaper, comic books, stuff like that. Character's been around. It's just that it's not a very well-known comic book character. So I went and saw the movie because I like comic book movies, and they're a lot of fun and interesting to watch. And this movie is probably a cross between Sin City and Dick Tracy. Although Sin City is a better movie than this movie is, but it's kind of like that, like a Sin City Dick Tracy type thing. The acting in this movie, I wasn't really happy with. I think that the acting and I think the dialogue in this film um, was too campy. It was too campy. It was kind of uh, like the old Batman TV series. The campiness in that old TV show. That's how campy um, the acting and everything was going on in this movie, and the dialogue and everything. I mean that's how bad it was. And really, the thing too is that the plot. There really wasn't really much of a plot in this movie. Um, um, you had the octopus played by Samuel L. Jackson trying to get rid of the hero, the spirit, played by Gabriel Mocht, and he's trying. They're trying to get rid of each other. They want to get rid of each other. And maybe the octopus wants to just get rid of the city, or wipe out the entire city. But other than that, it just did not really seem to have much there. I mean, it just seemed kind of empty to me. It just seemed kind of empty. Like usually in these kind of movies, the villain, you know, is has a goal, and the villain wants to reach that goal. That he or she villain is after something and wants to get to what they're trying to get to. They have a goal. They want to have something and get something out of it. But I didn't get that from Samuel L. Jackson's character, the octopus. I didn't get that at all, and because of that, I think that I just felt that the plot wasn't there. There were moments in the movie, the spirit. Um, he was trying. Sometimes he was, you know, kind of dwelling on the past. Dwelling on an old flame that old girlfriend and stuff, which was kind of, you know, which was kind of it kind of just kind of wore itself out after a while. That part of the movie. There was a lot of ridiculous things in this movie. Spoilers beware. But there was a point in the movie where Samuel Jackson, is wearing a Waffen SS Nazi officer uniform. Um, that just looks. I mean, that looks silly. That looked ridiculous. And in fact, a lot of people in the audience were laughing because it looks ridiculous. And and there was a few people that left after, even after half an hour of the movie. There were people that got up and just left because they probably starting to realize that the movie wasn't all that good. The movie is more of like a they try to make it like a real living comic book. Um, the movie, I didn't like this movie. There were moments in the film though that there were some things that kind of entertained, but overall the movie was trash as far as I'm concerned. and you know, you have a weak plot, an empty plot, bad acting, bad dialogue. Um, the city in this movie didn't look really good at all. It was mostly a dark and drab place. It was always snowing. It seemed like every scene where it was taking place outside, there was always flakes coming down. I mean, the city just seemed so dark and drab and empty. So I give this movie a C, thumbs down. I just want to say that if you're gonna go see a movie anytime soon, try to avoid this one because I feel like a sucker spending $8 on this thing, and even doing I was even debating myself even doing a review on this because you know it was a ridiculous movie, but I did one anyway, and so that's my review. Thumbs down, C, and until the next review. All right, everybody, take care.